Heather McDonald has got the juiciest scoop. When you're on the road, when you're on the go, Juicy Scoop is the show to know. She talks Hollywood tales, her real life Mr. Segment serial data and serial sister. You'll be addicted and addicted fast to the #1 tabloid real life podcast. Listen in, listen up. Whoop, whoop. Heather McDonald, Juicy Scoop.
Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. I have our delight, your favorite chef, Chef Stu. Welcome back to Juicy Scoop.
Thanks for having me.
You are here. We're going to get into so many things because you are an expert on many. But let's just get into some breaking news, which is not breaking at all because I've said it a bunch of times. November 14th, I will be at the MGM Grand, 10 p.m. That's Friday night in Vegas at the BravoCon weekend. And you are also going to be coming.
I'm going to be there.
For the whole weekend. At my show.
Yes.
Lots of fun.
Fun, drinks.
Whoring yourself out.
Yes. We'll see Housewives. I don't know where they're saying. We're going to figure that out. So we'll just be there every night at the bar.
I do know where they are.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you know. I had some drama happen with me just this morning that I woke up to.
With what?
With Real Housewives of Salt Lake. So on Thursday's show, I did a solo show.
Great.
And I just was going through and I was talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I'd come across a reality blurb article that they must have gotten, I think, from like Bravo TV, where Meredith showed off her $70,000 a month home in Salt Lake or Park City or wherever it is. And whatever. I just went on a little rant and I was like, you know, they don't pay these women enough. Like this to be spending. You should learn how to do your own glam. You should, you know, try to get sponsors for your parties. You should not be paying. Like, we all know what can happen once you get the boot. Like,
over and over again.
And people forget about you. So anyway, I just kind of went on a rant on that. And then we made a clip of it. And I was kind of like, oh God, is someone going to be like, why are you talking about someone's money? All I was saying was like, Bravo should pay these people more.
Sure.
So that they can live the luxurious life that the fans demand, right? So anyway, comments by Bravo, it's a kind of like comments by celeb, but caught that she had written under it, which I did not know. And Meredith Marks said, while I've not spoken about what I... Wait, let me do it in my voice. Why I've not spoken about what I spend, I appreciate your concern. It's only irresponsible to spend what you cannot afford. Fortunately, I live well below my means. No need to worry. Sincerely, Meredith Marks, JD, MBA, DJ.
Please stop.
You can leave now. So anyway, total great clapback. Also, what I did see when I posted this is that people were writing saying, Heather, she has huge family money. I saw something that she inherited $150 million.
I didn't know that.
And if you then spend $80,000 a month.
Yeah, great.
I didn't know that. I was just going off of that. I think that they never pay these housewives enough.
But I think they're getting like, those Orange County bitches are getting about $900,000.
Yeah, but when it's over, it's over.
It's still a lot of money though. If you get like 3 or 4 good runs out of it.
But that's why you
have to invest it right.
Exactly. So even if you're getting that, you shouldn't be spending an enormous amount of money on rent when they barely film in your house.
Sure, yeah.
That's all I was saying, is that it concerns the people at home that have been watching for 20 years when we see something like this. Now that I know that she has $150 million, and probably Brooks is writing this because he's a little clever delight. I love it. And I've said, go watch your DJ, go buy the caviar.
She can do whatever she wants.
Do whatever you want,
She's down
girl.
at Beaches Tropicana last week just spinning it up. She was. Disgusting.
I love it, and
I bet Lisa Barlow wishes she had that money. I bet you Lisa Barlow wishes she had that money.
Right.
She also clapped on one of my reels this week.
Yeah.
I was with Essie Cup. I had her on, and we were talking about it because we were saying like in the scene in in Salt Lake, right?
Yeah.
They're going to the party, right? This is where Bronwyn like takes her out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And she's in the car and you can see Lisa's face and she's just really like anxious, nervous, like there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And I just was like, and SC was like, yeah, I saw that too. And I was like, I think there's something major happening. Like, I think like bankruptcy major, like whatever. So then she commented like, so they her that did a tip of that, right? She commented, absolutely not.
You know what, chefs do? Why don't you stick to your spices?
Yeah, right.
Because I have a very successful business, okay? And I'm going to go the distance on this one. The show is extremely entertaining for many of those reasons. And yeah, then it got into a pissing match on that episode about Angie has these hair salons, but she doesn't own all of them. She has franchised them out.
Oh.
And so she owns a couple of, it's like the same way that people thought that Mauricio owned every agency. So every time you see an agency pop in your house, you're like, Kyle must be just swimming in it. No, it's like he was just the CEO, the face of it or whatever. And he
has ownership in it though as well, right?
I don't know. But everyone's doing fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Go spend $70,000 a month, Angie. Anyway, so then, but just going back and forth on the businesses is like, I mean, that is kind of, I
didn't know she had like,
I think
hair
that
salons.
is interesting. I mean, that is real.
Yeah.
That's better than like you ate the bow off my cake or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, it's all good. But, okay, we're getting into some, just to update, Diddy got 4 years. And Matt Murphy, who's on my show all the time, former prosecutor, he predicted exactly that. He said he'll get 4 years and then get out in 18 months. And then
a man who's like got HIV?
Now there's a new lawsuit that I hadn't even gotten to that. So there's a new lawsuit of a man suing P. Diddy, saying he contracted HIV after a sexual assault from an unknown person at an after party, and therefore he's suing him too. So I mean, he still has all these lawsuits he has to deal with. The family was, their kids crying, which we didn't get to see because it's a federal case. Supposedly he like fell to his knees. And then Mark Garagos went on TMZ and he said that Sean Diddy Combs will call prison home for more than 2 years. And then he does have a target on his back for sexual and other violent assaults. So he's scared that, he might be sexually taken advantage of, which is just all the comments were like, karma's a bitch. Like, what do you want, dude?
Yeah.
And then Aubrey O'Day had written this thing because she, was part of his TV show about making the band. And she has never really said what went on, but she was always saying, like, he's not a good person. This is bad. Yeah. And so she wrote a thing just saying, to all the young artists there, if you're ever in a position where you feel like, they're asking you to do something that is beyond what you're comfortable with, just leave right then. Like, just leave right then. And then she, had done it, so it was based on him going to prison. Like, she always knew
there was something else.
Yeah. And so good for that. Okay. So in other long-term marriages getting divorced news, we had a big breakup happen. After 28 years of marriage, Lori Loughlin, the actress, and Mossimo, I'm just going to call him Mossimo because the name's too hard. They've been married forever, her from, but really we know them from the scandal, the college scandal, which is where I covered it a lot. I was obsessed. They had both their daughters, but one was a little more famous than the other, Olivia Jade, because she's this big YouTuber. And from what I heard, she was getting like a 3.2 or something at school. That does not get you into USC in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So she got into SC, and when they exposed the scandal of where this guy would take money from the parents, give it to different people at these different schools, Harvard and whatnot, got them in also under the guise that they're an athlete.
Yes.
So they put her in, they went to Equinox and put her on a rowing machine and squirted some water in her face and said that she was rowing out in Marina del Rey. Well, the school then realized we don't have a rowing team. And in all of this, he was threatening the counselor, and I don't even want to say the school, but it's an all-girl Catholic high school that's on Sunset. So anyway, that all happened. Then she gets into loving life, her life at SC.
Yeah.
And when it all broke down, The alleged story I heard was they were actually enjoying their time on Rick Caruso's yacht during their spring break because his kids were her sorority sisters. And he was like, dock the boat. What the fuck is happening here? And then it all got exposed. And they both went to prison. She went for 5 months.
Yeah.
And he went for like 9 or longer. And, you know, much like the Teresa and her husband, but not as long. And they came back and they were still together, and she was back, you know, doing her thing. And now they're getting divorced, and people are like, why? You know, why so? And I'm like,
I could swear like you'd see him at like the Abbey on a Saturday night. Honestly, I mean, that scarf.
The scarf's a lot, but he also is a fashion guy.
Oh,
you know,
true. Okay.
You know what is interesting about his background is that he was at USC, and again, alleged story is that he lied to his parents about going to the school. He took the tuition money and put it towards building this clothing thing.
Wow.
So it was like, the bad news is, like, I wasn't going to class. The good news is I already have, like, an established business.
Yeah.
And apparently this clothing business is, you know, so huge at Target, whatever. He's worth billions.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, but then people were like, oh, there was deception. Whatever, the whole thing. They all did their time. Olivia Jade she's like, fuck this. They both left the school and, like, she's having fun. And they both look young and cute.
They do, yeah.
And so I know it's hard, and I said this when we were talking about Nicole Kidman, like when people are like, why bother now? Like a younger person.
Yeah.
It's like, because we live till we're 100. If you're not happy, you have all the money in the world, the kids are grown, you did stick together during that time. Probably, we don't know, maybe they were on the verge of divorce prior to that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, the last thing we're going to do is put our kids through another thing when let's just stick together, do everything we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But in doing that, I remember, like, who's the blonde woman you just were saying? Felicity Huffman.
Yeah.
Felicity Huffman right away, like, fell on the sword. What do I need to do? I feel horrible. I feel horrible that I did this to my daughter. Da, da, da. And she...
over 10 grand. That's all it was.
But I think she did a little bit of time. She
did a few months.
Her thing was she had someone, like, fix the girl's answers. So she got there was like a paid proctor. So when you take the SAT, then they would take that test, correct it. And so I was saying it was like the opposite. And then maybe the daughter didn't know. And so I was saying it's kind of like the opposite of the meanest mother in the world with the what was it? The catfish, high school catfish story.
Oh my God, yes.
Unknown caller.
Kendra?
Like, she was actually doing like a nice thing without her daughter knowing, like putting out Christmas gifts for a toddler. Like, let me just fix your test and you won't know. And then you're like, Mom, guess where I got into?
Yeah.
And so anyway, I predicted that she would be back acting, and she is. She's got a show.
Yeah. She's my favorite.
But they fought it a little bit. They fought it, and they tried to say, like, we were entrapped by the main guy. And I always wonder if during that time, the conversations that must have been going on in their house of, like, finger pointing. I never even, I didn't care if she would have gone to U of A. And yes, you didn't want to go and get, be in the hot stands of Phoenix. You wanted, or Tucson. You wanted her to go to USC. You wanted her to go to USC. Like, whatever it was.
Do you think the husband knew? Do you think William Macy knew, or do you think she did it without his knowledge? Or
if he knew, it was like, again, only one of us, because they tried to see if he knew. Yeah. And there just wasn't enough there. So if he did, fine. But if you're in this relationship where you've always just been like, honey, you decorate the house you like, you choose the school, filling out those apps, I was so critical until I had to help those kids fill out the apps. And then I was like, who the fuck can I write a check to? This is a fucking nightmare. It's huge. It's hard. It's a nightmare. And if somebody, I'm not saying I would do it. I would know not to do it. But I could see why they all knew each other. So it was just like telling your friend, oh, I've got the tennis coach for you, for your kid. Yeah. Oh, just I got you, girl.
Yeah, it's fine.
Our girls will be on Rick Caruso's yacht being Kappas. Like, I got you, girl. Like, and so then you're like, oh, okay. Because once you get in there, you can handle the schoolwork. It's just getting in. They make it so crazy hard. Yeah. So anyway, They're broken up. We'll see. She was out seen. She was seen out having dinner. Lori Loughlin was spotted embracing James Tupper. I don't know who that is.
It is so funny.
One day before the split news. They could be friends or they could be something more.
Like in Ireland, like there's nothing like a process like that. It's literally you do your final exams in high school, you get points, you get in or you don't get in, and that's it.
But that's what I remember when I visited Ireland, that I thought I should be so grateful to be American, because when I went like in the late 80s, it was just like, it was decided at like 12 if you were going to work at Penny's or if you were going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, that's so awful. In America, you have so many chances to go to school later in life, go through the junior college system.
I changed schools because I was put in a lower class.
Yeah.
So I had to change to a different school in countryside. And so then I could choose which classes. I had to get a bus every fucking morning for 30 minutes, in high school. And then I got into the better classes that got me better points.
And look at you now on Juicy Scoop. Clearly, Ireland didn't know that you are not a complete genius, intellectual genius.
Rapping on about Housewives and writing Housewives cookbooks.
Yes, exactly. Keith Urban, people think that he hated Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl because she was having all the orgasms with the younger guy. He also changed the words to one of his songs.
I heard this.
And was like, hey, Maggie, some 25-year-old guitar player.
Yeah.
But then she was missing from the next show. They don't know if she was missing because of online hate or if she's not really part of the band or if they're having an affair. Then I read something, no, she's pregnant and that's going to come out.
So
and
is
that's
he with
why
somebody new now?
People think he might be with this female guitarist, but nothing's been confirmed. So
Poor Nicole.
So then like that's why she then filed. Like they did the separation and then she was like, I have to file first because there is someone else and I don't want to be humiliated.
Yeah. How long were they married?
Oh, they were married like 20 years.
Wow.
And I thought their daughters were older, but I think the youngest is like 14. And so,
Did they have kids together?
Yeah, they have 2 daughters.
And then she has kids then with Tom Cruise as well, does she?
Yeah, but when she left Scientology, she never saw those kids again.
Really?
Yeah. It was a girl and a boy, and they're both still Scientologists.
And they're with Tom.
Well, now they're adults.
Okay, yeah.
But, which always made sense why I think Katie Holmes was like, I need to get out now.
Yeah.
And then he never saw that kid. Suri.
So weird. The whole thing was so weird when you think about it back then. Yeah.
And then they met like backstage at like a TV show, and they're both Australian. And
they were cute together.
Yeah, I mean, they have similar hair. Like she wears a lot of wigs now. Like that's the thing. Like every show is a wig.
Yeah.
And then he's got his highlights, and they start to merge into looking like a similar person.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but whatever.
How old is she now? Mid-50s?
She's got to be.
Yeah.
She's got to be. I mean, she looks amazing, and her body is incredible. But I mean, I remember this movie, The Baby Girl, where she was just like, "What? What are you talking about? You're mine. You're mine." And it was just like, it was just so weird.
Yeah.
And it could have been kind of good. But I mean,
I haven't seen it.
Honestly, if it pops up, just watch it.
Watch it. Okay.
It is weird, and it is like attractive people. It is New York City. It is fancy apartments.
Nice.
Like if I get enough of that on a rainy afternoon watching a movie, I don't care.
It's the best.
Yeah. Have you been thinking about changing your bedding? I mean, what a better way to get into fall than to fall into the softest bed for those crisp fall nights, watch some good movies, listen to some Juicy Scoop. That is why I absolutely love Boll and Branch. And right now they have bed bundles. They create a sanctuary of comfort with layers made to the highest quality from the finest 100% organic threads for unmatched durability and craftsmanship. I absolutely love it. I just redid my bed and I actually have fun making it up because it just feels so soft and it's getting me so excited for the fall. And I love my new bedding. Boll and Branch makes upgrading your bed easier than ever with curated bundles for a sanctuary of comfort. For a limited time, get 20% off bed bundles plus free shipping and returns at bollandbranch.com/juicyscoop. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/juicyscoop to save up to 20% and unlock free shipping. Exclusions apply. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works. Well, I did too. And then I found out that Nutrafol isn't like the rest of them. Nutrafol is a physician-formulated, clinically tested, and dermatologist recommended. And I have been using it for probably a couple years now, and it's keeping my hair thick and growing and glossy and back to what it was pre-menopause or whatever happened to it a few years ago. But everyone compliments me on my hair, and it's Nutrafol, people. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. Nutrafol is the first and only hair growth supplement to be NSF certified for sport testing against 290 plus athletic banned substances, toxicology reviews, ingredient testing, label verification, and annual manufacturing facility audits to ensure FDA requirements are met. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our Juicy Scoop listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code Juicy Scoop. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code Juicy Scoop. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Juicy Scoop. Okay, so, here's the Maggie girl. And then they said Maggie's absence from Keith Urban's recent show explained in that it was just rumors. She had some other show. I don't know. Then Aaron.
These two.
The worst ex-husband ever. Aaron is asking the judge, I need $150,000 ASAP. She has locked me out of the accounts, and I need this money. With my family that have been like gross hoarders in her place.
Yeah. Remember he showed like the video of how bad the house was? That totally
and he's like,
backfired
look at
on
her
him.
makeup table. I'm like, she hasn't lived there for 4 years.
Yeah.
Why don't you throw it in a box and like clean it?
Clean it.
There's 4 of you not working.
And you're blaming her for the mess at the house when she's not living there.
Well, she has to take, selfies of her asshole, and you expect to get money of that? No.
What is that OnlyFans like? Is it just like tits and like, do you see puss?
I think she does full nude puss shower, but I don't think she's goes the next level of having someone else in it with her.
Sure, okay.
And then,
okay.
And then they write you back. They write the people, and
She, responds
so
to the
I think
fans
she
and stuff.
does fine. But God, but then I can say if I was his divorce attorney, I'd be like, on the show, you said he helps with the content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On OnlyFans, he's there. So it's like if he helped build that monthly subscription, then
is he entitled to half of it?
But I feel like still, it's not like my argument then as her attorney would be like, yeah, but it's her and it's fresh content and it's like her body and her personality.
Yeah.
It's not like the two of you sat down and wrote Grey's Anatomy together and now you're getting divorced.
Sure. Yeah.
And she's like, no, you don't get any of Grey's Anatomy syndication money.
Yeah.
No, it's like, it's still just
What was he doing? Like holding the camera? He wasn't having sex with her on it, was he? No.
I think he was just, probably helping. Mm-hmm. Maybe he was one of the people writing back the people. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting.
I don't know. Okay, now let's talk about Taylor Swift.
I'm going to lose my mind.
This album, okay, so you are a Swiftie expert. I, of course, know that she's engaged.
Yeah.
Like her top songs. I have nothing against her.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's super talented and a great writer. I think it's great that there's little girls all over, that there's daddy-daughter dancers at country clubs where they have a Taylor Swift impersonator.
Uh-huh.
I'm all for it. I am not an expert. I don't understand Easter eggs. I don't understand history. So let's get into
Sure.
the album.
Okay, so the album came out last, let's say Thursday night. It dropped at like 9 p.m. And then on Friday was the movie, so to launch the album, right?
Okay.
Which basically was behind the scenes of the making of the music video, The Fate of Ophelia, which came out today. Like the actual like national release on YouTube, right?
Okay, wait, so you went to the movie
You went to the movie, right?
by yourself.
No, there was like 3 or 4 of us.
And who else was in the theater? What was the demographic in the theater?
Girls, few guys.
Okay.
They were dressed in their Eras Tour outfits and stuff like that. They're all having a good time. And it's like a fun experience because like you're all there for the same person and you all like, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an Eras Tour thing again. And I saw that concert 3 times.
Okay.
It was amazing. And so we're there, it's like they play the video and then it's her like kind of directing the music video. It's like making MTV making the music video basically, right? That in between each like part of the video, she plays like a lyrical video of the next song.
Okay.
So you take you through the whole song, the inspiration for it, the Charlie XCX of it, like Actually Romantic, that song.
So, okay, let's talk about Charlie XCX. Okay, I need to ask about this because I did a little bit of research. So Charlie XCX opened for her.
Yes.
But then she went on to do an interview and said, I didn't love it. I felt like I was entertaining 5-year-olds. I was performing for 5-year-olds, which then the Swifties don't like that.
No.
Because they're like, we're 8. Leave us alone. Okay. We're in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Stop it. And so, but no, so you never piss on an audience. And so what is the going back? Are they friends? Are they not friends?
I don't
What's
think they are because that song, she thinks that like Charlie kind of goes out of her way to kind of make fun of her, and then she's like, "Oh well, it's actually romantic. Like, keep talking about me. Like, all the time you're spending on me. It's like that's what the song is about."
Okay.
So
now, when you like are listening to the song for the first time, are you able to be like, "Oh, this is what this
No.
means," and this is what they? I mean,
no,
like
the TikTokers do that, and I
Okay.
see that. I do not go down that.
and do
kind of-
those people like print it out and then like try to
Oh, totally.
connect the dots?
Then she
It
had
seems
like
a
she
lot
had
of-
like 12 doors, orange doors opening around the world. They all had QR codes that like revealed like letters and stuff. Like for I don't know what
people
that
had
was
to
for.
fly around the world to
No,
go to each
they were
door.
like the fans were like there was like people were at the fucking Grove on Sunday morning looking for this orange door.
Oh.
Because she said like Beverly Grove, Santa Monica was one too. I don't know. I don't even know
Sounds
what
like
that
she
was
puts
about.
people through kind of a lot.
Oh, it's exhausting. So the album came out, right?
Yeah.
It's underwhelming.
Okay.
It is. And everybody bought like 7 or 8 vinyls. I think I have 4 fucking vinyls
Why?
coming today.
Why?
Because she brings out all these different versions. The problem with the album is
Yes.
this is the major issue with it.
Okay.
The product doesn't match the marketing.
Okay.
Right. The marketing, you all saw it. The showgirl, the feathers, the chains, the thing. I was like, this is great. It's going to be like jazz, burlesque, Vegas. It's going to be all that kind of stuff, right? Can't fucking wait to hear this album. The album literally is none of that. It's not, one song is like that at all. It's not representing burlesque, glitz, glamour. It's like a regular album. It feels like an album of bonus tracks to me.
Okay.
And you can't defend it. And like you have the major Swifties like on TikTok and stuff like that, like trying to defend it to like the cows come home. But it's like, it's an underwhelming album. The song 1 and song 12 are decent. Like I like those 2 songs. That's about it. The rest is just, I'm just like, whatever. Those
And the
vinyls
other
are
thing
going
is,
straight on eBay when I get them.
I, don't ever really go through and listen to a whole new album. Like,
Yeah.
so I'll hear I still listen to like regular radio sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, Kiss FM. Oh, this must be a new song from Taylor.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
Like whatever. And so I wouldn't even know if I could say I love something or not because I feel like I'm that person that has to hear something a few times.
Oh, yeah, me too.
To go, I like this song. It's a hit.
Yeah.
How could someone just hear one song and go, I don't like that song? Like, how could that even be?
Because you have an expectation with her because her last few albums have been like unbelievable. Like just the writing, the lyrics, the storytelling. It's great, right?
Yeah.
This is just, it's kind of immature, the lyrics are. It's kind of mean. It's kind of bitchy. Like the cancelled songs about like she likes her friends that get cancelled. So she likes these brats. Like the Blake Lively's and all that kind of stuff. She's kind of defending them in this song.
Oh, so you think that was so there's not a negative thing
There's
about
not
Blake?
a negative, no.
Not a negative towards Blake.
Everybody
in
thought
your
that.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the fact that she had said, I read that she was worried about this album because all her other albums was that she was, miserable, boyfriend was bad or sad. Now she has a lifetime partner that's nice. So do you think that's why it's not as good?
Yeah, I think so. And then she has a song called Wood, which is about his dick. I'm like, I don't need to hear that.
Do you think that's what it's about?
It's definitely about that,
because I heard someone else say, no, it's about knocking on wood, like, I don't have to worry about jinxing this love.
No, it's like wood opens my legs, my thighs, she says. Yeah, it's like, and then it's like, apparently I read this morning, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is 23 centimeters, which is 9 inches. That's another.
God, you have to do math like that.
Oh yeah, she's into numerology and stuff like that. Someone
Kelsey's
did that.
Dick?
I don't want to hear that song.
What about? Wasn't there
and
something
it's like
about
Jackson? It's like the Jackson 5 song as well. When you listen to it.
Wait, you mean the old Jackson 5, like Michael Jackson's band from when he was 5?
1, 2, 3. That song, whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like she sampled that.
Yeah, it's definitely a sample from it.
And that's the other thing I always like. Do you get permission from the Jackson 5s before you do it, or do you wait to be caught and then pay?
I don't know. We listen to it and you'll know. But
and then what was the? Go ahead.
And then she has a George Michael kind of reference in there too, and she had to ask the George Michael estate for this song called Father Figure.
Oh, I will be your father
but
figure.
The song doesn't sound anything like it. I don't.
Is that a shout out to Call Her Daddy?
I'm
your founding father.
So it's just the problem, and then she's dropping more acoustic versions. It's just very capitalistic. It's very like, I feel like she's just taking advantage of the fans. And the funny thing about it is, I feel like it was almost like an expectation for fans to buy all these fucking vinyls before even one song was released. She should have released the song. I really deep down feel like
when people buy the vinyls, do all these little kids have an actual record player in their house?
So they're major they're collector's items now, or whatever. I bought 4.
Okay.
I have 4 coming. They're going straight on eBay. Like, I just don't think the album's like worth it. Like, for me, I got like FOMO, and I was just like just buying them. When you do these countdown drops, I was like, should I get them? I'm like, oh fuck. And then it's like, and then you're like, oh fuck, I have 4 vinyls coming. She's released 8 vinyls. There's 8 versions. They're all the same.
And then when you get the vinyl, do you actually like put it on?
I have a vinyl player, yeah.
And you like to just
it kind of like, it's fun. It's like,
you feel like you're like an episode of Mad Men, like just I love it.
It sounds a bit crisper, and like the crackling is kind of cute. Yeah.
Oh, kind of brings you back to the olden days. Okay, and so what about Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend? There was some reference to her, wasn't there, or no?
I've been seeing a few things pop up, but I don't know what it was. Like, did she say something?
I can't imagine. I think someone misanalyzed that. I can't believe that she would give anything to like an ex of his. Yeah, so I don't believe that one. Okay, well, do you think this is going to bum her out, or do you think she's not going to care?
She's going to be fine. She's going to sell out.
This is what Travis Kelce begs ex to get off your phone and resurface video after Taylor's. Oh, it's Opalite.
Yeah.
Opalite disc
is
about this girl a little bit.
No, I don't think it is. Like, she said Opalite was a thing that her and her mom liked Opalite, the color or something like that. I don't know. I don't think it's about her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cute. There's like Easter eggs and references. Like, he's in a photograph right there in the top of in the music video.
As a woman?
No.
Wait.
Like, a photograph of Travis is
a
mirror
photograph
of
the
music video. Yeah.
Oh God, this is so much work.
And it was October 3rd, the day that album came out, was when that was uploaded or something. That's from an old TV show, a dating show he was on or something like that, wasn't he?
God, how does she even want it to do all these connections?
She has a team that probably puts all of them together and stuff like that. Like, there was a thing where, like, this was kind of cool. In the back of the album, whatever, you have like the listing of all the tracks, right?
Yeah.
And they were kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you brought them all together centered, it actually mapped out the Eras Tour stage, which was kind of like, I know it's insane, but it was kind of, that was an Easter egg. I know. It's just like,
I mean, without TikTok,
it's fun to a point.
Like, could and like this is like, I mean, this is like more conspiracy theories and like.
But she's going to drop more tracks now as well. She has these Vault tracks from Reputation that she has to drop.
Okay.
And so I'm like, can you please drop those, because I can't deal with this album. Like, I need something new. Like, already I'm sick of it. Yeah.
All right, that's a lot, but thank you for telling us. Now, Real Housewives of OC had one of the most fun moments in this latest episode for me.
Okay.
Okay, and that was when Scheana allegedly pissed off, not allegedly, but she pissed off Heather Dubrow because she was like, why would you say, okay, so I guess behind Heather's back, they were like, why is Heather trying to be a comedian and taking classes at the Groundlings? I've talked about the Groundlings. I went through the whole program. I was in the Sunday show in my 20s. And she has also gone on interviews and said, I'm living in my Century City penthouse and I go down and I go and take these comedy classes because I'm trying to reinvent myself or whatever. And Gina, who in my opinion is trying to be a comedian on her TikTok, doing lots of funny things or whatever, had the audacity to be like, I don't think of you as like a funny person. And then Heather's like, do you not realize that I was a sitcom actress? Do you know that sitcom stands for situational comedy? I'm hilarious. And it was just like, she's like, okay, I'm sorry, fine. And I just thought that was, so, and I will say Heather did book a lot of stuff. Yeah. She, whether the pilot went or didn't go, it's huge to book a pilot. Whether the show only lasted 1 or 2 seasons, that's huge. So she definitely was working before she moved to OC and started having babies. Yeah. But then when she's like, I'm trying to reinvent, I'm like, okay, when the show started, your youngest was like 1.5. And now that child is like, whatever, 14. So you act like you gave up acting. You didn't. You've been in front of the TV, you've been doing... Yeah. There was only like 6 years maybe where you kind of probably were not running
she does
back
say
and
like
forth.
I gave it up to go raise family and stuff like that, right? But she was always kind of doing it anyway, right?
Yeah, maybe there was like 6 or 7 years between the 3 pregnancies because there's twins.
Yeah.
That maybe you weren't going out for pilot season.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, and so anyway, I thought that was great. And they're like, oh God, And then my other favorite part was Tamra's no tears.
It was
the
so
Tamra
funny
tears
though.
are like
I was laughing this episode.
And then Emily's like, I don't trust you. Can I have an espresso martini? Why would I trust you if I tell you something and then you get pissed at me and then you're going to use it against me? How could you? Why would you think I'd ever do that? It's like, what? You have been holding things over people's head. I mean, all you need to do is watch one of my favorite Real Housewives reunions when she's fighting with Vicky. Vicky is currently married to Dawn, I think. Yeah. And she's like, when we were in Cabo, you woke me up and said, I just woke up with a naked guy next to me in bed. And Vicky's like, I've never had multiple partners in my life. Yeah. And I'm like, girls, watch that. That's not a friend.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, it's like...
You don't have something on somebody and then throw a grenade on TV. Like the fact that Vicky ever trusted her, went on tours with Tres Amigos ever again. Like, it doesn't matter how mad you were. Like, you just should have... But I don't know what was said. I don't know if she was throwing a grenade before to Tamra. I don't know.
They take all these breadcrumbs, all the housewives give that, and they keep them like in their head for whenever they need to bring them out. I feel like little grenades. You know what I mean? Because that's all you got. When you're on that show to protect yourself.
I mean, it's so scary. So I agree. You shouldn't have nights of and
I think it's like
sharing stuff.
I think like Tamra shouldn't take it like too personally as well, because it's like, I think the girls are just trying to protect themselves from anybody. Like, anything can come up from anybody that holds it. So it's like, hey, I don't really want to tell you kind of this in case you might throw it at me, like in a later date if we get into a massive fight. Yeah. Like, it's, like...
and then she's like doing...
I'd be like, if I was Tamra, I'd be like, okay, I kind of fucking get it. Like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she does. But I think she just like decided to like do the fake tears. I mean, it was just... And she was like...
I loved it. She was like, you didn't defend me.
You didn't defend me. And you don't trust me. And Heather's just like...
And Heather was like, oh my God, what now?
I'm trying to get into level 2 of Groundlings, okay? Like, I've got a lot on my plate. I'm so excited to share that this podcast, Juicy Scoop, is sponsored by The Real Real, the best place to shop and sell authenticated luxury bags, clothes, watches, and so much more. Speaking of watches, I have gotten 2 Hermès watches from The Real Real. I absolutely love them. And I love the quality and the excitement when I go and I shop The Real Real. Resale is for second chances, and the killer heels that killed your feet, the jewelry your ex bought you, whatever it is, consigning with The Real Real is the best way to let go of something that is no longer for you and getting paid for it. So if you need more closet space, don't stop shopping, start selling, and make room for pieces that actually feel like you. The Real Real is attainable luxury that upgrades your personal style. With up to 90% off retail, you can finally have the pieces that you've been dreaming of from brands like Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Unlike other resale sites, everything The Real Real sells is authenticated in person by luxury and fashion experts. The Real Real is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale with thousands of new arrivals daily. No one does resale like The Real Real. And this month, you can get an extra $100 site credit when you sell for the first time. Go to therealreal.com/juicy to get your extra $100. therealreal.com/juicy. That's therealreal.com/juicy. The beauty of AI is that it can do the heavy lifting for your business behind the scenes. For self-care businesses, I'm talking client bookings, personalized marketing, and industry-savvy back-end support. With Boulevard's AI-driven tools, you'll see more bookings, higher ticket values, and clients who keep coming back for more. Boulevard is the fastest growing client experience platform built especially for appointment-based self-care businesses because salons, spas, barbershops, med spas, and other self-care businesses are so personal. The platform powering your business should feel the same. From bookings and payments to appointment reminders and client profiles, Boulevard elevates every client interaction and works as beautifully as you do. Visit joinblvd.com to learn more about Boulevard and book a demo to see if it's right for your business. And for a limited time, Boulevard is offering new customers 20% off your first year subscription. That's Join Boulevard, JOINBLVD.com to learn more. JoinBoulevard.com. I'm almost an empty nester, which she's been saying for the last 5 years. Again, your child is only 14. You're not an empty nester yet.
Is the youngest child 14? And then the others are in their 20s,
I think. Yeah. And so, but anyway, so then she was just like, yeah, because then and then she's like, I'm done. You'll never see my face again. And people are like, oh my God, they're
she showed up the stairs twice.
Quitting.
She didn't come back down. She did.
And they were like, well, should we clean up these cakes? Like, I mean, it was just, and then Shannon's just sitting back like, you know, what am I going to do?
I think Emily blocked me.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, go over there and make her an espresso martini with Shane.
I'm an attorney. But yeah, I don't know why. I think, you know, we always talk about the show and stuff.
Yeah.
So some of them don't like it when you kind of make fun of them.
Yes.
Like this, you know?
Well, let's talk about you and Katie are asshole buddies. You are best friends.
We're buddies, like whatever. It's like.
And so
she's back this week.
Okay.
I guess she has stuff to reveal.
Because she goes to lunch with Tamra.
With Tamra, yeah.
Yeah.
Emily wasn't happy about that. So we'll see what happens this week.
Why would you go out to... She filmed this one without my knowledge. That is a criminal offense.
I know.
And then she, said this one was a racist about the Asian designers.
She never actually said the word racist, though. Inappropriate, I think was the word used.
I really feel that was just... her.
But do you remember like Gretchen posted the thing with Jen though, the karate kung fu thing?
Yeah.
And they pulled, I mean, that was fucking bad though. Like, I mean, that's why they pulled it though.
I know another part of that is that a lot of these people, like, you know, they spend their money on glam, but they also have some people helping them do these videos.
Yeah.
And
sure. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something gets put out and you're like, oh my God, I didn't think of it that way. I really just thought of like karate moves.
Well, they pulled it down, so
yeah,
I mean,
so it's like,
it's fine.
okay, I just feel, and I also feel like with Gina, she was just like, I thought you said you were only, you know, using Asian designers.
Sure.
It's Prada and Balenciaga, and it's just like a little diss to be like, you just want to, you like
it's just
whatever.
a weird thing for Gina to even say in a way, like, you know what I mean? It was kind of
but like, I mean, every little That's what's also hard is that this is a reality show, and it's like if you're just talking and living in the moment, if everything is going to be analyzed like a Taylor Swift album,
sure, yeah,
and that this really means this because this, and then on this date, if we switch it around, it's actually an upside 3, which means that you are like, I mean, come on,
I
like,
know.
so I mean,
but the thing about it is like, tell me if you agree with this. Like, I just feel like these shows, right?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, Jersey, any of them, right? They all get really deep. Like, they dig deep and they can get pretty fucking rough, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. But like the fact that like, Katie was like not going on the Amsterdam trip or like not like or whatever was said like, oh, there's not a place for you here or like or to get it's like no, I think Alec Baskin should have been like, no bitches, buck the fuck up. This is the show. Get on with it. You're all in this together. Like this,
but
you know what I
do
mean?
think that they kind of came together. This is what I think happened.
Yeah.
I think they came together and were like, well,
But it should have been like,
we're
no, you're
gonna
not controlling
film
the show.
because we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you can't force. It's not like, no, we wrote a scene for you. I mean, if it's really reality and they are like,
I think
not
they just
going
caved
to.
a bit though to it. You know what I
So
mean?
anyway, you had the husband on,
Yeah.
Katie's husband, and so what? Now, how do you feel about the latest accusation from 2 T's in a pod saying that it was Scheana?
Yeah.
That Gretchen told Scheana
Scheana
that
told
Tamra
Kiki.
drugged her, and therefore Scheana went and told Kiki, and then Kiki went around and told everybody that.
Yeah.
And Katie had nothing to do with it, which is not what the original story was. So
I
I thought
know.
that was really bad, and I'm just like,
It's confusing. You know what I mean? Look, I mean, I go by what Katie said on the Vial Files or whatever, and she was
Yeah.
like, they were like, I think Nick asked her like, look, if there was a hill you were to die on, she's like, I will die on that hill that I did not tell Kiki. Kiki knew that information.
so
when I
she
met her.
says
Yeah.
Kiki met at the lunch.
They met for lunch,
But
which she admitted.
this is the other thing. It was another person that went to the lunch, right? Wasn't it Kiki and a friend?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'm just like, just bring the friend in.
I don't think there was another friend, was there?
Maybe there wasn't. I thought
I
there
think
was
it
another
I think
friend.
it was just Katie and her, I thought.
Oh, well.
So, and I think that's like, I think that Kiki knew about it.
I
Because I just feel like everybody knows this story. I think Gretchen probably told like a bunch of people in the OC and all that stuff. Like it got around, right? I think all these
I
girls
don't think.
talk.
Okay, I don't think so, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because she spent the night at her house. She says it in the show, and I confirmed it. I
Sure,
go,
yeah, no, she
'cause
says that, yeah.
I thought maybe she didn't spend the night. Maybe they just put it. So if you spent the night, and everyone was there, and it's on the show saying she's spending the night, then the story of saying I went to the hospital that night.
No, the
I
next
don't-
day she said.
Still, I don't think that would make sense.
Why did she say it then?
I don't think she ever said it.
We saw it on the camera in the back of the car. She said to Tamra, I went to the hospital next
No,
morning.
she said, I mean, I should have. That's what she said.
Not in the scene. She's like, I wasn't feeling good. I went to the hospital the next morning. She said, "Oh, go back and watch it."
Oh, and then she says, I
she said it
misspoke.
twice. But the other time she said it, she wasn't on camera.
I just think it's so weird that it was made such a big deal. Of.
True, yeah.
Like, because I'd be like, all right, whatever.
that's the thing.
Like,
It's just like-
yeah, that wasn't cool what we did. You
Like,
got really sick. Like, I just, that's why I'm like, and then it was just like,
It turned
well,
into
now
this
you're
huge thing.
lying. And I'm like, well, what happened that night was just horrible. So I don't know.
If
so,
they said it at like the Maestros thing and she said it, big deal.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and then she could have just been like, look, Tamara, I did say to Maestros, we're talking, we're like
I mean, that's
reminiscing
what
about.
she's saying. She's saying I misspoke, but people
Yeah.
don't want to believe that. So it gets real ugly with the boy band singer that Tamara supposedly
I don't
did
believe
something with. And so they're bleeping out his name, so I'm not going to say it. And then they find out that Jen had followed him, and she's like, look, you followed him. Why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you kind of want to know, like, what's the deal
But I
with this
love the way,
person?
like Jen like turned it on Tamara. Like she was like, see, this is the problem with you, Tamara. Tamara's like, you're the one that fucking followed him. Like, what are you
But why
coming at
wouldn't
me
you
for?
follow him?
Why did she have to follow him? Even Heather was like, why the fuck did you follow him?
Because she said I was hoping that maybe
Yeah,
he'd reach out and I'd get the scoop.
Just
I wanted,
send him a DM.
Listen, if we want to know the truth of who's lying, Tamara, did she do something
Sure.
sexual with this guy? Or is Gretchen exaggerating what was heard? Well, just tell me the truth. And maybe she was like, yeah, maybe I'll start DMing with this guy and he'll go, look, my girlfriend and I at the time were on a break. Yeah, we messed
But
around.
then why did you say that then?
But also, I think even if they did, she wasn't married to Eddie yet. She wasn't even engaged
Sure.
to Eddie yet. So I don't even think, even if it happened, it's a
I mean, how
big
many years ago
crime.
was this?
Yeah, like I don't think it's
Again,
like a
back
big
to 20 years
crime.
ago.
But it is fun to watch.
mean-
It is fun. So now Alexis Bellino got married to John Jansen, who was the long-suffering boyfriend of Scheana Bedore for 3 years. And they got a People exclusive. Good for them.
Yeah.
Looked to be really beautiful. They had all their kids there, which I also think says something, that all your kids show up when you're both have been divorced. And, obviously they like either one of them, which is nice. And, Tamra was there kicking up her heels. And, people are like, well, and then the argument would be like, yeah, but she and Alexis kind of been like close for like 2 years. And she's not close to Shannon. But you wonder why she's not close to Shannon. I mean, Shannon would be like, really? Like,
that's the thing.
You don't have to be mean to her, but do you have to
try and
smiling
repair
at
it?
every photo and like dancing at the wedding, like celebrating their love? Like, do you really have to like celebrate? Like, I get it, but.
And that's why it's going to be really hard for Shannon and Tamra to come back. I think they're never going to.
They were, listen.
I think that really, when you look at that, their friendship and so forth, I always feel like Vicky was the one that kind of kept them all together. Like she was kind of like the glue that kind of was kind of the in-between person of the two of them. That's why they didn't kill each other. When all three of them were together, it worked.
We're
right?
the trace amigos. Oh my God.
Did you see that show?
Do you know what I want? I want, there's so many documentaries. I don't want the documentary of how the Eras tour was pulled. I want to know the behind the scenes of coming up with the Trace Amigos. I want to see all of that. I want to see them sit down and go, are we really doing this?
Yeah.
Doing the doc.
Did you see it?
It was my idea. No, please tell me.
Oh, it was amazing. It just was like awkward. They were like this and this, and one person's arm is down here. Like it's totally out of sync. They're not in the same place of the stage. It was just a fucking train wreck. But it was like, it's one of those like, it's like going to see Luann. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a night out. You go drink.
Watch yourself, darling. I am a cabaret singer. I have a musical ear.
We should go see her again. She's coming in like a week or two. I think next week.
No, I think it's next weekend.
Is it next weekend?
Yeah, it's a smaller show.
So funny.
It's not the big singing. It's like a Q&A thing.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I'm sure she'll sing a couple songs. As long as the bongos are there, I'm for it.
Just out of sync. Just not even like to the beat. So good. Good for her though. What's this, year 5 of doing it? 6?
I mean, yeah, she keeps going.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it's like I think the music makes it fun, like kind of. But yes, I want to know how that all came about.
Yeah.
I want to know how they planned it out. I want to know everything because it was just. I was like,
but yeah, they were there, and then like it was after the DUI Shannon had, and then she's having shots.
Well, no, it was after the DUI that then Tamra was like, I'm out of. I don't want to do it anymore
Because it's kind of
and then they did the Dos Amigos. And now it's just going to be Shannon Amigo because it seems like Vicky is really wanting to get back on Housewives.
She will be back
She had
next
Alexis
season.
on her
20th?
show and maybe the 20th. And so she's like, screw it. I don't hear from Shannon. Like, I'm jumping over to this. I just, like I said, like, it's like the Titanic.
Yeah.
And there's 2 boats. And, people are deciding where they should go. And right now in one, it's Tamra, Katie, Alexis, Joe De La Rosa just hopped in.
Yeah.
And then maybe Vicky. And so they're like, look, we have a cast right here. In the other boat is Emily, Gina, and Shannon.
So
and Heather has airlifted herself from a helicopter and gone to
I
the
think
ground.
Heather's just like not going to come back next.
I'd love to see Heather on Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I think that's what might happen.
I have never been bored by a Heather Dubrow scene.
No, she's good. She's entertaining. Yeah,
she's totally entertaining. She's great. She's smart. Like, so to me, comedian or not, like, yeah, no, but sitcom acting isn't being a stand-up. And then she's like, do you know that I did stand-up? Well, doing stand-up is not being a stand-up. But she was always very nice, came to my show, and understands what it is. So I could see why she was defending
like, I
herself.
felt
And
for- I
she's
felt
had a
for
great
her, like,
career, and
yeah.
she is fun to watch. I don't want to see her. If she leaves OC, fine, just put her on something else.
I think she should be on Beverly Hills. I think she'd be great on Beverly Hills.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'd be kind of like, that's that kind of level I feel like she's at. I think she's bored with OC
Yeah.
a bit, you know?
And it would be good. It would be good. I
Yeah.
think it would be good. So anyway, they had a nice wedding. So, this I just wanted to get your opinion. This is just some random person's thing that came across. These were the bridesmaids' outfits, and they're a pantsuit with like a white pantsuit at the waist, and these girls are thin. This is just a very unflattering. Like everyone looks like they have a pooch. It's like, and I
don't, like they're trying to modernize this now. I mean, it's too, like, it's like, do they all work in a corporate office? Like, isn't it?
And it's just not a flattering look, and I feel like it's kind of mature for all these like 20-something girls.
But then don't the bridesmaids hate the dresses? So maybe this was like an option. I don't know.
I don't know. You'll never make these bitches happy. But okay, Cardi B and our
Dear Papa Perk.
okay. So wait. I'm gonna do Nicki Minaj's first. So they have been fighting, Nicki and Cardi B, and Nicki wrote, "Dear Culture." That's one of Cardi B's kids.
Okay.
Truth is, I did all of this for a bigger purpose, and one day you'll understand. You're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into their features.
What?
One day you'll see this, so I have to say I apologize. As a child of God and queen of my community who look to me for integrity, you're an innocent child and I don't deserve any of this. And you don't deserve any of this. One day your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they said and tried to do to my young prophet, beautiful boy. Take care, my darling. This isn't who I am. Now, I don't know who wrote what first, but now I will read you Cardi B's. Dear Papa Perk.
That's the son of Nicki Minaj.
I believe.
Okay.
I'm sorry that your mommy haven't cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days because she can't take my success or happiness. One day you going to grow up, and I hope you understand when a girl says no, it means no, and you can overcome the pedophilia blood you inherited from your grandfather, father, and uncle. Please don't hate me when you grow up because your mommy rather give me more attention than she gives you. Hopefully when somebody that really cares about her puts her in rehab and get her the help she needs, she come out and read you a book.
She come out.
I was just checking
kind of
to
in
see
awe.
that TMZ wrote this because I pre-printed this because I started to read it. That's why I kind of lost track because I was like, wait, is this real? Or did someone do a parody? Because you thought Dawn Gunvalson parody was real.
I did. Oh my God. So there was that thing. There was a thing. I was just like, Don Gunvalson, somebody did a screenshot thing and they put their own words in, like it was his Twitter account or whatever it is, right? Making a comment saying like,
during the wedding
of Alexis.
Archie hides Shannon's keys.
I was like, said it to Heather. I said, Heather, this is really mean. And Heather's like, that's a really funny account. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, the Dawn Gunvalson Twitter X account.
That's so funny.
It's a parody, and they put for a long time they didn't put parody next to it.
Okay.
But people sometimes thought it was him. It wasn't. Whoever it is
I think
super
all
clever.
this time I thought he was tweeting. I literally thought
But
the
no,
whole
this
fucking
is
time.
really
I'm like, he's
Cardi-
really funny. He's like a bit of a smart ass.
This is really Cardi B and Nicki, and you know, these women. We are almost there with the Housewives, but they are real low. They are real low.
Yeah.
And that's what Cardi B said. She goes, when they go low, I take them to hell.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. Okay. Real Housewives of Miami had a shocker moment. So this is a photo from Bravo TV of everyone's face at the end of part 1. Now, you know, I talked to Stu. He hasn't really been watching. I've been like half covering it. I did have Stephanie, the new girl, on. I still like it because, again, it's beautiful outfits.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful city. But so I'm just going to explain what is juicy, and you don't need to be watching it to know. Julia, who's not featured in this photo because she was she was talking. Here she is, Julia.
Okay, great. Yes.
Says she has been at odds with this girl, Adriana. Now, Adriana was one of the original Real Housewives of Miami before they took a break for 7 years. And she's divorced a couple times, has like a grown son. And she's 59 years old, but her facelift is very good and she looks very young. And she too is trying to be a singer. And Julia also decided that her wife, the famous tennis player, Martina say her last name.
Navratilova.
Okay. Is told her she liked opera once. So Julia started to do opera, which is some of the most painful housewife singing scenes ever. And she's like, everyone have a great, and she's, I don't know where Julia's from, but she has an accent, like an Eastern European accent. And she's like, I'm so excited to sing opera. So I walk to the park to see you. And Martina, who is...
Does she make appearances on it?
Oh, yeah. And she is about the most humorless. Like, I don't think she's ever laughed or cracked a smile.
No.
And she's 68, hardcore lesbian.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. One of the greatest tennis players. And whenever someone's trying to, like, charm her, like, oh, my God, my husband's such a big fan of yours. Like, she's just... Why
Snooze
she's
fest.
on this show, clearly, like, and Julia had been married and had, other men, then became a lesbian, came out, whatever, just couldn't resist Martina. Okay. Couldn't resist Martina. And they are a couple. And then she wanted to have children because she wanted to have more children. And so she couldn't, but they adopted these 2 boys that are like the boys. So she always says the boys adopted these 2 boys, which are like 1.5 and 3. And throughout this time, Adriana just felt like Julia wasn't being her good friend. And she's pissed because Julia, this is what always happens, Adriana is the one that got Julia on the show.
Okay.
They were friends before. She got her on the show, just like Lisa Barlow got Bronwyn on the show, and then you fuck me over, and I'm like, I hate you.
Yeah.
So anyway, so she's like, well, why are you guys like not getting along? And Adriana's just like, I just feel like she's gone to the dark side. She's hanging out with Alexia and Marisol, these 2 other girls that she doesn't like. And then Julia goes, Andy, there's something I need to tell you that will give the clarification. When we were in the Hamptons, Adriana and I slept together. And everyone's like, okay, so that's the cliffhanger. I'm like, what are we going to see this week? Is it going to be her saying it's not true?
Yeah.
Or I woke up and you were going down on me and I just enjoyed it. I wasn't an active participant.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a massage that went too far. We started with tickleback and it got into something else. I don't know. But I'm like, why would she tell on herself? Like, she's married.
I know.
To this woman. But then some people think
Martina's going to beat her with a tennis racket.
Her own daughters aren't happy that she adopted these kids. Some people feel like, now this is, just rumors, whatever, or what. Like, did they have these kids so late in life? Martina's 68. And so that they, she has a bigger part of Martina's life.
Yeah.
Like money, child support, whatever it is, forever, because these kids are little. So it's a weird thing. And then to expose this thing about your marriage, I think is so cruel to Martina. Maybe she'll say Martina said tell. Maybe Martina doesn't care. Maybe they have an open relationship.
Sure.
But you just adopted these kids. And I'm like, there is a relative of these kids, I'm assuming, that are watching their kids be on this show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It was like unnecessary for her to say.
So, I mean, people
what was
saying,
Adriana's face like when she said it?
She was like, she was kind of I think something happened. My personal opinion is some shit happened, but it wasn't taken seriously because they were like, and then you tried to, she's like, and then she goes, it happened once, Andy, in the Hamptons, and then in the Versace mansion. They stayed in the Versace mansion one night. So, yeah, I mean, I guess,
So it's happened twice.
she's probably fooled around with girls and was just drunk and horny
Yeah.
and was like, whatever. And I don't know.
So this week now we
I've
see
never
what
had
happens.
lesbian anything.
No.
I once had a lesbian tell me when I was very young that no lesbian would ever like me. And then I don't have to ever worry that I gave off the most non-lesbian
Lesbian
vibe.
vibes.
And I was like, all right, whatever. But
All right, whatever.
I don't know, but I was thinking, my God, this, the show just keeps upping the ante. If we're not exposing someone's like failed businesses, we're like, this isn't the first lesbian thing.
Yeah.
The first, the pioneers of lesbians on the Housewives was Brandy Glanville
And Denise.
and saying about Denise, which Denise always denied, which now Denise's husband is also supposedly going to bring Brandy Glanville to be subpoenaed, and
God.
Charlie,
Didn't
her ex,
somebody-
Charlie Sheen.
Didn't somebody recently say, was it on? Oh, yeah, it was it Tamra on Watch What Happens Live that she said that, Denise Richards hit on me once or something? What housewife said that?
Oh, yeah.
Was that recently?
Yeah.
I think it was Tamra, wasn't it, that said that? I can't remember. It was one house, some housewife said that. I think
mean,
that did happen. Do you think that happened?
Sure. Well, also, Tamra made out with Bronwyn, and she made out with that. Do you remember way back when there was like a Brazilian girl that was a lesbian that Tamra brought on?
Yes.
And they were like messing around and making out?
Yeah, she's into
I
that
think
kind of
a
stuff.
lot of girls, throughout their life, whether it was like a threesome for fun to impress a guy or they actually were really into it. Like, I always thought Kyle, it wasn't her first. I don't think Morgan Wade was her first time to,
Probably not.
scissoring. I think like she was, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think she probably did some fun shit with Mauricio.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
kind of was like, oh, I kind of like this.
Sure.
And like for some women, it's just like, oh, I'm super
Exploring
open sexual.
something.
Like,
Yeah,
what do I
yeah.
care? Like, if the guy doesn't care, I mean, it's totally different than, your husband being like, I wanted to bring the gardener in. You're like, what? No. Like,
I think I saw Mauricio last Thursday night in Beverly Hills walking down the street with a woman, another woman. I don't know who he's dating now or anything like that.
he's always
So I was
gonna date
leaving State
someone.
48, and
Yeah.
they were like walking by and stuff. Yeah,
All right, yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen him out with different girls too. So yeah, who knows when they'll ever get divorced. So there you go. Julia says that. So then she said, Julia says that Adriana held their affair over her head as blackmail, being like, if you don't do this, if you don't have my back at this
So,
place, then
okay.
I'm going to expose that we slept together. So she,
Makes sense now why she said it.
yeah.
Just
so
to get out in the
so
open.
now she's like, yeah. So I kind of see. It'll be interesting because will Adriana stay on the show? Will Julia stay on the show? Like, what will happen? How will they resolve this? They can't be hanging out together knowing that they were sexual. And then Portia Williams, according to Page Six, revealed that she is dating a woman after divorcing her narcissist husband, Simon. She said, I've narrowed it down to two people. One is a man and one is a woman who I'm dating right now.
Oh. Well, I think they just get tired of these men.
I know.
And they're just like, you know what? I can't deal with another fucking asshole. I'm just going to go to a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
and
ever
have
feel
fun
like
or
that?
whatever. No. Do you know what? These days, you never know. I'm so tired of the dating scene. I really am.
What
It's
if you just became a late in life straight?
Yeah. Probably easier, right? But then I can't deal with some women. They're just exhausting as well.
Yeah.
But then if I'm kind of like a gay straight man, maybe.
Yeah, I think you are kind of like a gay straight man.
It's funny. For God.
Okay, so Scheana and
Get her off my
Lala.
screen.
You're not a fan of Scheana? She's
Tell me what's happening.
okay. I have a lot of fondness for both Scheana and Lala. They were very,
Yeah.
very good friends, especially when they both gave birth to their daughters, who are 4. And so, they were on the show together. They had each other's back toward the last season. Some people accuse them of kind of not having Ariana's back because they were like, you need to do a scene with Tom Sandoval. You're taking food out of our
Yes.
children's mouth. The show will die if you don't film with her and with him. And Ariana's like if we're being real, like it's a lot more real that I wouldn't want to
see
sit
him.
down with this fucker.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I follow Rachel, Rachel Raquel.
Yeah.
Besides doing her sound baths, she is just having a lovely life.
Yeah.
She like seriously met some really rich guys. She's going to cute weddings. Good for
She's
her.
just doing sound baths. She's just peaceful life and just, I follow her
But
as
I mean,
well.
I just saw these girls like hired her to like flew her out to do a sound bath. And I was like, it is kind of interesting. Like, let's bring like the girl who is the ex-best friend who fucked her best friend's man for 7 months. Get our
People
sound
get over
right.
it.
Get our sound right. People get over shit real quick. But anyway, good for her. Glad she's not podcasting anymore. No, just kidding. Okay, so Scheana, so they're going on they're going on their own podcast, finally saying why their friendship isn't where it's at.
Okay.
And
Who threw the first punch? Do you think?
Scheana kind of threw the first punch.
Okay.
She said, all I can say is, something where I sent her a care package, a PR package about my book. And out of all my friends and out of all the people I sent it to, she didn't post that.
Got it.
I got one. I posted it, So I was like, oh. Then Lala was like, all right, enough of this bullshit. Like, just because I didn't post something in your timeline doesn't mean that I haven't been a great friend for you.
Sure.
I said, congratulations on your New York Times bestseller list, blah, 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 blah. And you have so much going for you, but you're never fucking happy.
Okay, fair.
Okay, so then Scheana had Alex Baskin, the producer of The Valley, come on. Because people were like, oh, Scheana is not on The Valley. Everyone thought it was a natural progression for Scheana and Lala and Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval and Lala have been rumored to possibly be dating. Not Sandoval, Tom Schwartz.
Wow, and Lala, okay.
Yeah. And then they did a photo like, this is a soft launch, so soft it's not real. I asked her months ago, no, it's not real. But that was months ago, so I don't know. But anyway, so then Lala said, okay, so then she has Alex come on, and there was rumors saying that because of everything that she exposed in her book, that Bravo's pissed, and that's why they didn't ask her to come back on The Valley.
Got it.
So then she gets Alex, and she's like, Alex, was I or was I not asked to be on The Valley? He's like, we did offer you something, and I think it was a compelling offer. And she's like, it was. But I talked to Paige DeSorbo, who has left Summer House, and I just was hearing her. And she goes, and then I saw a comment. She goes, it always just takes one comment. And there was a comment under, like, she was on The Valley and like brought enchiladas or something, her famous enchiladas. And someone wrote, Scheana's like the girl in high school who graduated 2 years ago who keeps coming back to like high school parties. And she goes, and that did it. That is why Scheana said, I don't want to film on The Valley. And I'm like, who is the bitch that wrote this?
Yeah.
Like, what if you were the person that wrote this and you're like, oh my God. So she's like, I just want to do other things. And I had so much fun being on Lopez versus Lopez, which is a sitcom. And she had a small part.
Okay.
And she's like, just that feeling of that. And I'm like,
what now?
okay. Well, she's taking classes at the Growlers with Heather Dubrow.
Should we take classes?
I already did the whole program. I can't go back. It'd be like going back to high school.
I did it once and I got into the accepted.
She's like, do you know you have to audition? You do. You have to audition, and if you don't, then they go, oh, you can take these like other classes
to get through the audition. To get the one. Yeah.
But then after that, you got to go. Then there's a second thing that each time they say either you repeat or you do it or you have to wait. It can take years till you're at the performing level. But anyway, no. So I kind of was like, okay. Scheana, as I'm doing my walk this weekend, I was like, okay, one little guest spot on the sitcom, which so few sitcoms are being made.
Yeah.
Every time you open the LA Times, it's like Hollywood is dead, like it's a ghost town. I thank God she has a good relationship with him. Thank God she said never say never. She did say when Tamra, she said no, like I did not start the rumor of Gretchen.
Yeah.
And, and then she goes, and I don't know why Tamra said it was my dream to be on the OC. She's like, I did talk to her about how I loved living in San Diego, which isn't too far from the OC. And she goes, well, you should just come on. Tamra said, you should just come on The Real Housewives of OC. And she was like, oh, no, Housewives scare me. That's Scheana's memory of it.
Okay.
But Tamra's like, it's her dream to be on The Real Housewives of OC. And she's kind of, and so that's it. And I'm like, I think with this drama with Lala. Oh, then she also said that they have a group of moms from the preschool that are fabulous and diverse and, attractive and all this other stuff. And so Scheana gave a bunch of those names to the Valley producers. And according to Scheana, Lala was like, why would you do that? These are my friends. I don't want to go to toe to toe, whatever, with these women. Like I have to fight with everybody else. And that's what the show is. And that is what the show is.
It is. Yeah.
You try to say it's something that's not. It's not. It's fighting. It's, it is fighting. So she was like, no, I don't want to I really like these women. But at the same time, you shouldn't be mad at Scheana for that because it's like, well, maybe these women want to be on the show and maybe it is what it is. So then that was the other thing. And then the main thing is Scheana said that she revealed to Lala that Brock had the affair while she was pregnant, and that she put it in her book, but she told Lala that months before the book came out to keep it to herself, and Lala ended up telling this other girl who's kind of on the Valley. She's a trainer. Okay. And found out, and then that girl told Zach, and so she was like, and then from there, Lala was like, okay, well, I guess you need your space because, you're mad at me. So I'm just not going to do your show in Salt Lake City. So go ahead and do your show without me. She was doing a book tour show. And she was like, okay, I do have a right to be mad. She felt like it was true. So that's the whole, that's the fight. And it's it feels like it was one of those things that there was a lot of things that was bugging each other about each other, and they weren't addressing it at the time. Yeah. And then it was building, and then you put a reality show into it, and opportunity, and all of this.
It's crazy though that she wouldn't go on the Valley and refused to go on. Isn't that crazy to you?
I'm guessing that whatever the offer was something like
a friend of, maybe
or your day rate is $2,500 show or something. And she kind of was like, well, maybe she looked at it and she's like, well, it's, I could live without $30,000 maximum or whatever. Maybe it wasn't that much. Yeah. Maybe it was $10,000 a day. I don't know. And I think maybe she just looked at the dollar and was like, I'm a New York Times bestselling author now. I want to try to do other things. But that's where I'm like, don't let these comments, these people, that girl that wrote that or that guy, they're living their life. They're and now I don't know. I think she should have gone on it.
So do I.
And
you just never know when these things are going to end and you don't get asked back again and it's over, and it's, I don't know.
And it does keep you relevant. I mean, and that's what you are. You're a reality person. Mm-hmm. And she said the same thing. Alex, before I started, I wanted to be an actress. I was pursuing acting and I was booking acting. I get that. But now you're now you're a personality and no one's going to really see you. I think it's a very hard thing for people to see you acting in a role.
They need to really put her on Dancing with the Stars and just put it to bed. I mean, we all want to see it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you think they'd vote her off first? Just be awful.
I bet she is on next season. Yeah. And then I think she goes back on Valley the following year. Okay. That's my prediction. But I mean, they have these houses together next door to each other in Palm Springs, and people are like, "That's going to be so weird," and I'm like, "Not really."
Now, if they're there at the same time, if they're not there, it doesn't. Yeah, they don't have to see each other.
They don't have to see each other. I mean, and the little girls hopefully can still play and whatever. Yeah. But it's so that's the whole story there, and I just feel like it's a shame that it got to this place. Pick up the phone.
I know. It's just silliness. I hate these grudges and these fights and stuff. I just...
Pick up the phone.
Water under the bridge. Just move on from it.
So I was praising Teresa for cleaning toilets. She had to clean toilets on special
I
forces.
haven't watched it.
But she finally just said, fuck it, and she left. She, too, just like Brittany, was like hiking up a hill, carrying something heavy. And, you know, these people are yelling, and I'm like, listen, she's fit, but she's 55. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard physical work.
If you knew you were going on that show, you get yourself into a gym, you get yourself a trainer.
I know, but at a certain point, though, it's like, I need to know, because I know they all get like a chunk of money. And then I don't know if you get more money each day you stay. You should.
Yeah, you probably do.
So there's a motivation. And then you should probably get a big chunk if you win it.
Yeah.
I would think. But, and then they had Gia talking to the Special Forces guy.
I saw that.
And that is still one of the greatest moments is when she comes home from prison and the girls come running. Like, Gia is, like, it was interesting to see Gia recognize, like, my mom went to prison when I was 13.
It's crazy.
And there's such that older, like the whole thing of being the girl in an Italian family and being the oldest girl in the Italian family that like, I hear from like Italian, you know, Americans all the time. Like they had to like make their brother's bed and stuff. And like do all these things where it's just like you are just going to be their maid, which is what I think is like Teresa. That's the real beef. Teresa's probably still pissed that she had to make Joe Gorga's bed. Like when they were little, and she's like, "I don't care that you're on the show because of me. I had to fucking make up your bed when you were 10 and I was 12. Make your own bed." And then they said, so she had to like obviously take care of the kids and stuff. And then little Gia, the little girl.
Who's that? Is that Teresa or Gia?
No, that's Teresa.
Okay.
And then she said, a source says that Teresa is genuine in her desire to make amends with Joe and Melissa Gorga and insists she isn't desperate to stay. Well, the only reason that you'd make up with them is to all be back on TV.
Yeah, but I heard this as well. Didn't Melissa say, no, that's not true? There's been no...
Yeah.
We don't want to do that, like, or whatever it is. Is she... I heard she's getting a spin-off. Teresa is, like, she's going to be paired up with new people. No?
I just don't see how you could ever trust each other at this point that they're truly happy for you.
Yeah.
And you would know that if something bad happened, that the other sibling would be dancing for joy.
Yeah.
And I think you just can't deny, like, there's no way that's going to change.
They just can't
so
fix
it's like,
it.
if you want to do it, you just be like, hey, let's just start from scratch and make some cheddar and do this stupid show again.
Teresa just can't, like, she just can't see what she does wrong. Like, she just can't take responsibility for, you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of,
Yeah, it's always that. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with
Chrissy.
Yeah, Chrissy
She's funny.
Balls
I love her.
is so funny, and she's on TikTok, and she's like, what is going on with David Beckham's face?
I saw this.
I think he just got a lot of filler.
Yeah.
Because it like changed the shape of his eyes.
And that's the thing, yeah. Botox around your eyes can make your whole face look different.
This week was Paris week, and Heidi Klum went with the sheer naked look. I mean, that is out, right?
Yeah.
Are we done with the bathing suit?
I don't want to see like this. Like, look at that. I don't want to see that.
Like, you are a supermodel. You're gorgeous. Like, and it's such an unoriginal look.
Yeah.
Like, to where I hate it when housewives do it, where they wear the bikini underneath, and like, and then
I can't.
And then Meghan Markle went, and she just wore all white. And I still keep saying, like,
there's going to be no more Netflix shows with her.
So I guess I did not see it, but I guess Prince William just did an interview, and someone wrote, like, God, you know, you're right, Heather. Like, why did they let this get so out of hand? Because I just think they could have had it all.
Yeah.
They could have been the royals. They could have also done some other fun things.
Yeah.
Because she's a California girl, she could have been like, hey, I want to spend, just like, you know, a president goes to their ranch in Texas or whatever, like Bush did. I want to spend the summers in Santa Barbara.
Montecito or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and I want to do other things. And she could have had her own cooking show where she like cooked whatever, American food or English food or whatever, if that's really what she wanted to do. I mean, I said when she first did it, I was like, oh, she'll have like an Oprah show in England, like a talk show, like a podcast talk show. She tried it here. That didn't work.
No.
Then she's like, I'll just cook and make my dried flowers all the time.
Yeah, and then like she redid another podcast. Is that done now? Remember the CEO women? She would have CEO women.
Oh, that's done.
It's done. Like
they do seasons. I'm like, and it's like, and then you listen to the end of the podcast. It's like 18 people worked on it. I'm like, what? Why is there 18 people working on this thing? This is like sucks.
Crazy.
Sound editing by so and so. Set direction by da da da. Executive producer. I'm like, oh my god, you like talk to someone on Zoom and someone wrote you out questions. Like, what are you talking about? No, I don't know. I mean, she is wearing all white. At least she's covered up, and she gets to go to Paris. I mean, at least she's not wearing a sheer outfit.
At least she's covered up.
And I just feel like, anyway, Meghan, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Do you think the dried flowers is a hit?
No, it's not.
What happened to the jam?
Well, it was made in Ohio. It's not made in fucking her backyard in Montecito. Like, it was made in some factory.
In Ohio or Ojai?
Ohio. Like in somewhere in the Midwest. No, the jam is not from fucking Santa Barbara, from like fruit bushes.
Backyard?
No, it's not from the hedges. Like, no, it's in farms in the Midwest. They bottled it and jarred it or whatever. Yeah. I didn't even watch the seconds. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. It's beyond. Like, it's just so bad and terrible. And then like Chrissy Teigen is on it as well, and she's even annoyed with her. Like, it's just, do you know what I mean? It's just like, and it's just so uncomfortable to watch. And it's like, I feel like they're all terrified of her.
Wait, whatever happened with Chrissy Teigen? Did she just like, I know I stopped following her or we blocked each other or whatever, but like, did she just stop with like making her pots and pans and stuff?
She did. She had a really good run. Like, she had like 3 cookbooks out, I think.
And was it all because Courtney Stodden reminded the world that she said, go take a dirt nap?
Oh, yeah. Didn't she? Oh, I know. She said something racist, didn't she, or something on Twitter?
No, she was just always making fun of Courtney Stodden as a teen bride. And then Courtney Stodden kept bringing it up and reminding everybody.
Did she call someone the R word?
I think she did all that stuff like on Twitter. And then she would write kind of weird things where people thought it was like child porn or whatever, like trying to say like, oh, I just watched toddlers and tiaras and I need to be locked up or whatever. Like, I still think that she, again, thought she was funny, like a Heather Dubrow.
Yeah.
And she was kind of like, she was really obsessed with Chelsea. And I think she was trying to do those kind of jokes. And I don't think, and then they came back to Hunter years later. But I know someone's going to write, you're wrong, she did this. I don't know. Yeah. I just, she was thirsty.
There was one specific comment she said, I think that kind of canceled her. I can't remember
and
what
I think
it was.
She was just really thirsty and people were just like,
she had a really like hot like moment. Like, remember she did like the Fab Life for a bit, and then she was doing that one with, they're all dancing with Ice-T or LL Cool J. What was that? Do you know the show? She was hosting the show.
Oh yes, with karaoke.
Yes, it was like you came on, you dressed up as the person. Remember, like Ramona did it as like Britney Spears or something like that. It was crazy. But and then like she had like the cookbooks, she had the great line of, and the stuff was really nice at Target. Like, it was actually really good shit. And now it's like gone.
Well, I guess she can't drive either because John Legend had to drop her off, and he just peeked her on the corner like, hi. And then they did their thing, and she was like, I love Thai tea, Chrissy. Yeah. So she made her a Thai tea because Chrissy's Thai.
But the best is like,
what
I always find with that Meghan Markle show, it's like, I have my best friend like such as Susie coming over, and it's like, and then she sees them and it's like, oh my God, we haven't seen each other in years. I thought you guys were best friends. Like whoever's editing it like is fucking her.
Yeah, like they don't know each other at all. Yeah.
It's like, that's right. Remember that girl in season 1, and I talked about it. It was like, she came over, she's like, oh my God, you're so tall. And it's like, I thought you were best friends. Like, did you not see her before? Like,
and then it's always like, we're just going to take something out of the fridge and see what we can make of it. I'm like,
and she's like, you know what? I love like doing these dipped scarves and stuff like that. Now,
oh my God, when she
and then she's like,
started to do like tie-dye
scarves. She's like, I love doing this. Now, I haven't done this before, so that's why I'm making you doing it with me. Wait, you just said like. No, go back and watch it. Like, it's just like, what? And like the producers, I think the producers are terrified of her. They're not being like, hey, Meghan, you just said that you do this all the time, so we can't really say this the first time.
I can't imagine, like, we always do like girls' dinners. I can't imagine if somebody just came and like was like, here, Heather, I made you a tie-dye scarf for my house, and then I wrapped it in old burlap for wrapping paper. And I'd be like... And then I also made you like a homemade loaf of sourdough bread. I'm like, when there's like a gorgeous French bakery down the street, like, what are you doing?
I know.
Why?
It's just not believable, unfortunately. It's not aspirational. People are just annoyed by her. She's just not. And the thing about it is, because me and my producer friend, we would always talk about it. Like, what is it? Like, why am I not liking this? Like, what? Because she's not talking to us down the camera lens. She's not talking to us and teaching us.
Yeah.
So we're disconnected from it. And she seems like we're like a second gesture. Do you know what I mean? She's talking to the producers behind the recording.
Do you think that she'll ever go back to acting or be on, what will come first? A legit acting role or like a Real Housewife type of show?
I
mean, there's still an interest. But she'd have to move.
I think she could be an actress. I think she was decent at doing that. And I think she could have actually excelled in that.
Well, funny that you ask, because she just signed up for classes at the Groundlings. Chrissy Teigen, Meghan Markle, and Heather Dubrow. Wait, who was the other one that I said that we just were talking about? Gina? Who else did I say? They're going to go on a comedy tour.
Oh, Scheana.
Oh, Scheana. Yeah, Scheana. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, but Scheana. Yeah, they all are talented, but whatever. Let's see. All right, tell everybody you have your own podcast. How can they listen?
Don't Let It Stew. It's on Spotify, Apple, whatever. I have lines of seasoning, spices, chefstewart.com. I should do a code or something. Heather20.
Yeah.
Like Juicy 20.
Yeah.
Juicy 20.
Oh, will you remember to do that?
I'll do
before
it right
tomorrow?
now.
Okay.
I'll do it right now. So
I use them because you gave me them and they're delicious.
Yeah.
Like so great when you just like, have like a chicken breast, whatever.
So code Juicy20, 20% off. And yeah, chefstewart.com. And that's it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much again.
Bye.